he at least has some family here, and that's like the newest addition to our vicinity. But other than that, we do not have any immediate family here.
This is out. Hello friends, and we are back with another long form video for you, or for us, who knows. We make these because it seems like something fun to do, and whoever watches them, and if you don't, you don't. So here we are.
We're coming from the small video that we made the other day about supporting friends. We think it's important. I know not everyone that follows us really knows like our lives, and everyone knows a little bit, but like, yes, we live in Utah. You know that we got here because of the military, but that's really it, right? But no one really knows that we don't have any family here. Like, none. We don't have parents here, we don't have siblings here, we don't have aunts and uncles, grandparents, no one here at all.
Not within 10 hours.
Yeah. The closest people we have to us is literally 10 hours away. I guess you could say our son, he has his biological dad here and grandpa here that just moved here a year ago. Grandpa moved here, what, 3 months ago?
Yeah, 3 months.
So he at least has some family here, and that's like the newest addition to our vicinity. But other than that, we do not have any immediate family here. The closest I've ever had any family was my grandma lived with me when Uriah was little, and that's only because I was a single mom for a long time, and she hated the fact that I was by myself. So she like lived with me part-time. She traveled back and forth the time that I lived in Arizona because it was a short trip. But other than that, I have never had any family around. When I was in Arizona, I had friends that I made there that were lifelong friends. I still talk to them, but we don't have anyone. So it's rough sometimes. During holidays, that's when it becomes super, super rough. I would say it's harder on Uriah than it is on us. He doesn't understand, even though he's 15, it's hard for him to understand like during holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, like those bigger holidays. It's hard for him to understand, like, why can't I just go hang out with my friends? Or like, because they're with their families. And he's like, yeah, but we're with like our family and we're done. So why can't I just go with them? Well, like, because they have multiple houses to go to. They don't just like stay home and with their immediate family. They have to go to their grandparents' house, or they have to go to their aunt and uncle's house, or wherever. I'm sure you guys understand, you know, going to other people's houses. Like during Christmas, you have multiple houses to go to, or during Thanksgiving, you have multiple houses to go to. He doesn't understand that concept of why don't they just stay in one house?
Yeah, I think that's actually interesting to think about what you're talking about, because when I was growing up, we didn't go to multiple houses. Everybody went to either Nebraska or Texas, and all of the family converged in one spot. And my family's not big at all, so it was probably 10 to 12 people usually. So I guess at this point, or growing up, it led me to being used to not really like having a whole bunch of family to go see anyways, if that makes sense.
But everyone still had to travel to that one house.
Yeah, but it wasn't like, oh, we got to go to this grandma's house and then this grandma's house. Like how it is here in Utah and a lot of other places, I'm assuming. I don't know because I only have my experiences, but I do understand what you're saying, though.
Yeah, you still had to travel to like someone else's house.
Yeah.
So like your friends knew that you weren't going to be home, basically.
Yeah.
It's like everyone had like their thing that they had to do. But what we're getting to is that we've been here for a while now, and like being here for the amount of time that we've been here, the friends that we've made, we started off playing football, made friends with one of the coaches, well, several of the coaches, and then that kind of just started on hanging out, and then led to where we are today, which is those friends became family. And that's where we were last weekend. We were supporting their kids at that event that they were dancing at, because they are our family, literally the only family that we have here. Like, we trust our child with his life whenever they go anywhere. Like, we completely trust them and trust Uriah going to their house. And we're very picky on where Uriah is like allowed to go as far as like stay the night, anything like that. And we 1000% trust Uriah going over there.
We've seen one of our friends almost fight people over our children.
Yes. So those friends that we have become family, and that's all we have here. And like, some people don't understand that, and it's very, very hard to make those kinds of friends. We're very careful about who we let in, I guess you can say. Because you move around so much, you don't just let anyone in. I don't know if that's like how you would explain that to someone that is not in the military and doesn't move around, because I guess you guys have like the same set of friends for a very long time versus us who have to move around. Yes, we've been here for a while, and previous to here, Uriah and I were in Arizona. We were there for a while too, and we also had a set of friends that were like family that we still talk to. And actually, one of our friends, Erica, which her son was Uriah's best friend, she talks to my family, and she will go stay with my grandma. So that is how close we were, and we still talk, and can't believe how big, we sent pictures of our kids and can't believe how big they are now, because they knew each other since pre-K. So that's how close we were. And now, being here, that's how close we are with the friends we have here. And they all coach together now. So.
Yeah. And I think, honestly, what we're basically talking about in generalities is the dynamic of the military. It's something that, I think there's total, in the last time I saw the publicly available numbers, is like 1 million total service members within the United States. And that, I mean, in a country with a population of 330 million, that's not even close to 1%. So it's something that not everybody gets to experience, or should I say have to experience, because it can be very lonely. Like, I was stationed in Korea I chose to be there for a long time, but usually most people who went there were only there for a year. So you'd make some of the best friends, and then they were gone.
Yeah, I was only there for a year, and what I will tell you is my experience versus his experience are completely different, because I was only there for a year. But it is true, because you might get there. Say I got there in, I think I got there in August, and let's just say you meet people, and they might have got there and months before, and they only have 3 more months until their tour is done. So you get close to these people, and they're about to leave. So it's like, oh, this sucks. Like, we just got super close, and now you're about to leave. But the people that I met there, those are the people that you never forget, and you literally continue to talk to them and keep in touch. I'm sure you still keep in touch with a lot of those people.
Yeah, Austin. Shout out Austin. But, I mean, yeah, my experience was definitely different, because I was there for 5 years. And after a while, I noticed this happening to myself, to where, unless you were staying there for a couple of years, I generally almost kept them at like an arm's length. Like, I wasn't rude or anything like that, but it wasn't it wasn't something or that I was investing a lot of time into, if that makes sense. And that's why Austin was such a unique character, because character is the wrong word. He's a brother, and we got there. I think COVID did a lot too, because we were basically all just confined to base, so it was like 24/7 with each other. But yeah, I think that's a lot with how the military is in general. Is like you don't necessarily want to get close to people all the time, because a lot of times you move every couple of 3 years, 4 years. I think it's very rare that you have situations like that we've been in where.
Oh my God! Don't talk about it.
Well, that we've been in, that we've been stationed at bases for a long time. We just ended up some bases are known as black holes, and we both kind of ended up at bases like that before. But I mean, when you first joined, you were.
I moved so much.
You were at Tyndall, and then for like what, a year and a half, and then you moved to South Carolina, and you were there for what,
2 years.
2 years, and then you went to Korea for a year, and then you went to Tucson for a couple of years.
Yeah, a year and a half.
Yeah. So that's very common for a lot of people in the military. Like I have friends who've been in less time than me, who've been to like 8 different bases.
Yeah.
And only Korea's been mixed in like once or twice. So yeah, it's definitely
it can get lonely.
Yeah. It's something that I don't think a lot of service members talk about to people outside of the service, because it's hard to understand. Like, it's hard to understand even like what it is to go home. Like,
oh gosh, that's another one. If you know anyone that's in the military and they're going home on leave, the biggest thing I would say is don't make them come see you. You go see them. It is so hard, and you feel like you're getting pulled in 50 different directions. If you're only home for a week, and don't get me wrong, we want to see everyone. Like, we want to make the most of our time when we're home, but it is so hard to see everyone. You only have so much time in one day, right? And you're going home. That's basically like, it's supposed to be a vacation, and honestly, you end up being so exhausted because you're spending your entire time trying to go see everyone else instead of people coming to see you.
Yeah, and the majority of the time you're going to fly to wherever you are, so transportation becomes an issue. Any of the logistical things that most people don't think about become an issue when you don't have anything there.
And even if you have a car, like for example, I'm from LA, California. You know what's in LA, California? Traffic.
God, we spent so much time in traffic the last time we went.
And what I will say is, where we're at in life right now is having a 15-year-old, all he wants to do is go do things. So it is so hard to try to see people when you have a 15-year-old, because he does not want to go see all these people.
No.
Like, he wants to go do things. He wants to go and, I don't know, hang out at the beach, go and thrifting, because thrifting is, according to TikTok, is better in this area of California. And he wants to go to this mall because guess what? The malls here where we live in Utah aren't great. So there's a lot of small things that I often forget and I don't think about when I'm planning a trip back home. And it kind of sucks for my mom too, and my grandma, because we went home for a week and my mom's like, I feel like I hardly seen you while you were here.
Yeah. I wanted to hang out with grandma. That's what I wanted to do. But again, you have a 15-year-old, and this last trip we took, not only did we bring Uriah, we also brought his 2 other friends. And so we had 3 15-year-old boys who are go, 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 go.
Yes, they have a lot of energy, which is fine because they had a lot of fun, which was what we wanted for them. They had a lot of fun, and we did the things, I guess, on their list of things to do, which was great. And then one of the days, my sister took them for like probably half the day.
Yeah.
And she's a trooper, man. Oh my gosh. She took them to do so many of the things that they wanted to do. And I don't know how she did it and how she had the energy to do it after a huge hike that we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was beat after that hike. And I'm sure she was tired too. She looked tired, but she still had the energy to take them to, I don't know how many places they went to.
No. I will say that your sister, as far as my experiences in the military, is one of the best family members that I've seen of anybody's family members. Like, she's come out here multiple times. She came out here while we deployed and stayed with Uriah. She always tries to make time for us. She'll take off work. That's another thing. If you want someone, like, if they're your family member and you want them to come visit you, take off work, because we're taking off work. Like, we are literally spending days that we have to earn throughout the year to come visit you. So what am I supposed to do while you're at work for 6 to 8 hours? Like, do I just sit on my hands? Like, what do? I don't have a car. So, and if you're not anywhere near anything that's within walking distance, and being from the Midwest, that's nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so grateful for my sister, though, because she definitely does so much, not only for us, but for Uriah. Like, she is, out of the entire time I've been in the military, she has done so much for him and for me. Like, she's flown out so many times. Oh my gosh, since before he was born, she was already flying out. She was
15.
Like 14, 15, when she started flying out to come visit him as a baby. So she's done so much. He doesn't even remember half the stuff, but she's done so much, and I appreciate her so much for doing everything that she's done. I can't even thank her enough for the things that she's done. Not only her, my mom too, but my mom, she has to stay home and take care of, her dogs and stuff like that, because it's hard to get someone to come watch your dogs. That's another thing. For us to leave, we've already mentioned we have 4 dogs, so for us to leave and take time off, we have to get someone to come watch our dogs too.
Now, we have found someone great. Shout out to Lee, because the dogs love him. I think sometimes they're mad when we come back.
Yeah, so again, I appreciate her, but I do appreciate my mom too for the things that she does for us. My grandma, my grandma's the best. Right now, she can't really leave because she's taking care of my grandpa, but when she can, she does. So I am grateful for my family for everything that they do for us. But again, if you know somebody who's military, just remember that they have to do a lot in order to go home, or to go anywhere to visit anyone, whether it's family, friends, whatever it is. If they have pets, they have to make sure their pets are taken care of. Anything like that. Just us even deploying is like a huge thing. Like, our lives get turned upside down when we have to deploy. So, but again, just remember, even if you have to take a half of a day off to see somebody that's coming home on leave.
Oh my God, sorry.
What?
Half a day.
Oh, we're in Guam. What does it mean?
I can't remember.
Good day?
It's basically like, it's almost like, it's not how you say goodbye, but it's like,
I think it means like have a good day.
basically, but
It's half a day.
half a day.
Oh my God.
I mean, again, advantages of the military is you get sent to places like Guam. I mean, okay, I'm not going to shit on Guam, but if you have places that you're choosing, you're like, what's Guam like? Just don't go.
It's not bad there.
No, you can just do everything in 2 hours.
It's very expensive to fly there for like a vacation. from the States. I wouldn't fly there from the United States. If you're like in the Philippines or like I think Japan.
Korea's super cheap to fly there.
People from Japan go there.
Yeah.
It's like a vacation spot for people that live in Japan, Korea, the Philippines, Thailand.
Yeah.
What else is around there?
I mean, it's mainly like Japan, Korea, and China.
It's like their Hawaii, basically. So it's cheaper for them to fly there than to go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
So, but from the States, it's very expensive to go there.
Oh, and speaking of who has to like not be fun for in the military is all of our Chamorro brothers who enlist out of Guam and then have to make their way back home.
Oh my gosh, we have a few that have to do that, and I feel so bad for them because it's so expensive for them to fly from the States back to go visit their family. My commander actually, she's from there, so I feel for her when she has to go back.
$2,000, isn't it? Like a ticket.
Yeah, just for one person.
And the new route that they have to take is like you fly through Korea, have a layover there, and then you fly down to Guam. So you're taking a 12-hour flight to Korea, and then a 4.5-hour flight down to Guam. So I feel for them.
Yeah. Anyways, our whole point of everything is just people who are in the military, I think, get forgotten about when it comes to any type of holiday, especially like Thanksgiving, Christmas time frame, even like Easter, if you celebrate Easter, but the big ones are Thanksgiving and Christmas and even New Year's. Those times are kind of hard for people in the military that don't have any family around. Especially
like those career fields, security forces, maintainers, anything like that, where we don't stop working. Like airplanes still have to be maintained. 4-day weekends, there's always going to be a crew that comes in on like a Saturday or something like that just to check on the airplanes, make sure that nothing's broken while we've been gone, because airplanes seem to just break
by themselves.
And then security forces, they have to
man the gates
and still do their patrols and things of that nature. And yeah.
So just keep that in mind. If you know a military family, just remember, if they're not from the area that you're living in, maybe check on them, ask them what they're doing around that holiday, something like that, because they might not have anyone around. If we want to go home, though, around that time, we have to take leave. We can't just go home for free. Like, we don't get free time off during that time. We'll get time off. Like, let's just say during Christmas, they'll be like, hey, here's a week off. Like, we're taking 1 week on, 1 week off, like minimum manning or something like that. But we can't just go home. If we want to go home, because it's 10 hours away, or how many hours is it for you to go home?
19 and a half by driving.
Yeah, so that's outside of the vicinity we're allowed to be, like to drive, because the furthest we can drive is Vegas. So we would have to take leave to do that, which kind of sucks. So other issue with that is that every section is only allowed to have so many people on leave at one time. It's 10% of that section. So if there's already 10% of the people gone, then you can't leave. You can't take leave. So that's the other thing. So just check on your friends that are in the military during that time frame, especially the young people that are single. That's the big one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but if you like what we're talking about in these videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if there's anything else that you want to know about us or our experiences in the military, and we appreciate you watching. See you!